Hey guys, Thomas Sicily Jr. here, aka Mustached. I'm here to review the Lego Batman movie. So, boy, was I surprised. Well, not too surprised, but I had pretty good expectations going into this movie, and I think most of them were met during this movie. I mean, this came off of the success of the original Lego movie, which I think had one of the better morals that I think, even today some people are struggling to deal with. And, coming off of that and seeing where the success was going to go. So now we have the Lego Batman movie. And this movie's start it hits very fast with its, comedy. It's very it's just very snappy. That's the word I want to use. So, if you've seen the trailers, I'm sure you would assume that Batman eventually teams up with the other individuals. And I think this movie was a little bit more on the predictable end with the way the trailer was presented. But I think that's okay, I guess. I mean, they did throw a few other things in there. You have the thing with the family, which Batman has that struggle with. You have the thing with the Joker, which is also a part of that trailer, which is dealing with what would Batman do without the Joker. That's always one of those fascinating questions that this movie also deals with, where when the Joker gives up, and this at least this version of Batman doesn't feel like the Joker is a very serious threat, and of course he dismisses him completely, claiming that Superman is his ultimate rival, and they mock all the previous versions of Batman, which I'm really glad they did. They even showed clips of that as well. I think they did that like twice in the movie as well. Uh, and even though I probably will think that, at least under my assumption, that in the first few minutes, I would like to think that even though it probably wasn't even their intention, I like to think that they made a two best friends reference with the two little captains on the ship, on the airplane, where they were like, "Hey, we're the best friends" or whatever. I don't know, but um, you deal with the Joker, deal with the family aspect, and there is a bit of a plot hole here. And I really would have liked to hit that third, like that trifecta thing going on, but the whole thing with Superman, like, and he has like the other group of superheroes, like they do this whole Justice League thing, and I don't really think that they hit that last note, because where's the Justice League at the end of the movie, right? That's the ultimate question. And you deal with the rest of the villains and how they get incorporated and stuff like that. But that was the only plot hole I felt that was in this movie. But I think it's fine. I don't think it hurts the movie that much, because we still have these really two big things that are a bit more focused on, as I said, the family, and as well as with the Joker. Those hit consistently throughout the movie. The pacing is absolutely fantastic. Everything is snappy, everything is moving, the character is always progressing. And since since people going into this movie already have an idea of what Batman is, we get those little nice scenes as well where it stops itself and has those little moments. And even with it being Lego, you can still go, oh, that's pretty nice. I felt like that's what made the first Lego movie work as well. And I felt like in this case, this movie did it a little bit better with dealing with those little isolated moments. And I felt like the first movie didn't have as many of those. I think this one has one more, as the first Lego movie only had that one near the end. And this movie has that second moment where you're able to just let it sink in Uh, and I think with this type of character, the Batman character, always wanting to be alone and dealing with that sort of thing, uh, is well needed. And when he's up in this little location, I won't give it away. I'm not trying to give too much away here, but um, there is like this other thing that gets talked about, whether he's a hero and villain in this aspect. And I felt that that actually was really well handled. So I guess there is sort of still a trifecta, even though they kind of left that other thing out. That's still fine, as I said. But I still really, really enjoyed this movie. And after coming off of now several rants because of the previous month and what that had to offer, but I'll give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I probably would have even given a 9 out of 10 if the like I said, filled in that little gap, but that's fine for what it is. Anyways, with that being said, I'm Thomas Cecily Jr., aka Mustached, and I'll see you guys next time.